Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks, another installment on Laser Jump Starts Boxit. And this would work with any box program, but Boxit makes it so easy. So I went out to the shop and I cut out the different kerfs. So what we're going to do, and to do this, I would just take like a 1-inch box to do a test on for your machine and make sure this is a hairline. I've lost some parts because I've got so much stuff up here. But then just go to Boxit. And right here, you can see I set the kerf for 0.008. The default is 0.004. So I'm going to draw that box at 0.004. Then what I would do is take these two pieces and delete all the other ones and cut just these two out. And check your kerf. Check your fit and your tightness. You want it to be snug. And if we look at it really close, you can see that the lines are bigger. The male part is that much bigger because that's the compensation of the kerf. So that's their default. So then I would test that out. And I said in a video the other day, every laser is going to be different. I have an epilogue laser, if 60 watt, and if you had another one setting side by side, it could be different. So the most important thing is make sure your focus is right, because if your focus is up or down, your cut's going to be thicker. So here's their default. And I did not sand these parts, but you can see kind of the gap of the 3 and not so much in the 4. And I really should have done the 6, 7, and 8. But the 8 is tight. Well, that's a terrible picture. I will probably use either 6 or 7 in the future. These will not, don't even require glue, and especially if you're making a enclosed box that nobody can, like just a cube, you could put it together, then glue the inside, and then lightly glue put the bottom on, glue all your joint, and then lightly glue your top, and you won't have any, I would sand your parts first. Because there's a couple of trains of thought. If you sand, this is plywood. If you sand this off, it'll see the plywood, or it'll be the darkness of the laser cut. So if you sand it afterwards, you're going to lose some of that. So it's just personal preference which one you like. But play around with the kerf. That'll work with any program. They have kerfs. But Boxit makes it so easy. So I'm going to set mine for 7. I've got my line. And, you can have text. You could, I can't see it right now. You could mark the boxes. Yeah, there it is. Text, label parts. I don't do that because they're so easy to put together. Of these, let me do another one real quick. So just go to Boxit. We're going to keep everything, and you can change the tab width. Tell you what, let's just do that. There's one with 1/4 of an inch. Let's do another one with 0.125, 1/8 of an inch tab. And so it says it might be a problem because some of the tabs might be, there's going to be your problem. It's going to be so thin, it's not going to work. So watch that when you're doing something like that. But anyway, so make your box. It didn't matter what size, I showed the other day about a pedestal type box. Go to a range and convert it to a curve, and then get your shape tool and let me set my nudge factor, something bigger, 0.125. So then grab it with your shape tool and move it over 3 times. And let's do it more. There's 5. Then you've got this, and when you go to Boxit, you can use pedestal, but it's going to make more like a pyramid shape with this, and you have this checked right here, convert curves to straight edges. And I'm going to make my width back to 0.25 and see it set it up at 4, and that's fine for the video, but you could easily change it. And that quick, it created this box. And this is little because it's, that's only an inch thick, but you could change that. We could take this, go to Boxit, and let's make it 2 inches. Let's make it 3 inches tall and hit OK. And now you've got and this is what's so neat about Boxit. Now you've got a completely different box. And then on bigger pieces like this, so once you check your kerf with a little piece, you ought to be the same. But if you ever want to check it on something you drew, and like this is going to fit on the top, what I would do, and I've done it a lot with other programs, I'm just going to take a rectangle, and I'm going to get the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to move that out of the way. Smart Fill tool, move that out of the way. And then I'm going to select both of them. And I'm going to left click, right click, and make sure it's a hairline. And test those two parts. That way you haven't wasted any wood. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.